Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience.
Before you know it, Shendel is back. You ask and you receive.
I don't know if anybody asked for it.
Nobody was like, can you guys come back, please? This has been really hard without you two.
Right.
But
well, my mom, maybe.
Yeah, it was like my mom and my sisters both said, oh, by the way, welcome to the Jason Show, everyone. Kendall Mark, Shane Wells, hence the joke of Shendel, if you missed while we were filling in for Jason a couple weeks ago. Yes, my sister said the same thing when we came back from our vacation, so the week that you had been here and Jason was back. Long story, she said, you know, I'm really going to miss Shendel. It was so fun. She goes, but Jason's like comfort food to my soul.
I get that.
I was like, no.
To all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jason is off. I was about to say Jason. Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm getting all the...
Keeps getting better.
All the names put together. Jason is off today. If you missed the show yesterday, he gave us a big update about how his mom is doing, the DAR. She obviously is down in Lake Charles where Hurricane Laura hit really, really hard. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, we did post that episode to our YouTube page. You can check it out on Facebook. Send him some love on the Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to. Either way, he is down there helping her out, moving her back up here, her as unquote mini horse, aka her dog, who's very big. So
I thought I really missed a headline there. I'm like, wait, she has a mini horse and Jason hasn't already moved her here because he's obsessed with mini horses?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Large dog.
Yes. So they last I heard was that he was in Houston. They were driving over there, and then they're going to take the 18-hour drive back here with a big trailer and a big old dog. That's the plan.
Yep. He's got to do what he's got to do. So I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Hanging
How
out
are
with
you?
So hey, good. And I just thought it was so ironic too that some of the news we get to share today again has circled back and blessed us with lots of Bachelorette news. So we're excited about that.
It's like such a good circle, and we've got Miss USA news. We've got are you a fan of the Hunger Games?
Yes, huge.
Okay, good.
Huge.
We got Hunger Game news. We both love HGTV. We both love the Foxes, Brad and Heather Fox. We're going to be talking to them later. We're going to be really nosy, y'all, and see inside of their current house, which
yes, it's amazing.
So pretty. So it's a big jam-packed show. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting us while Jason is out. And with that being said, it's time now for the hot dish. I use my hands. Is that weird?
No, if you're at medieval times,
I mean,
it's acceptable.
The Renfest is off, so we need to bring it back somehow. Like Shane said, we have breaking Bachelor news in Bachelor Nation. Listen up. Minnesota's Bachelorette Becca, well, she's split from fiance Garrett. Now, Becca confirmed the news on her podcast that dropped today, saying she and Garrett came to the decision after many conversations. She said it wasn't based off any Instagram posts like we all were thinking it was. There were, quote, many layers involved. The couple had been together for 2 years. Now, Garrett's questionable views on race came into question 2 years ago. As you might remember, back around when The Bachelor was actually airing, there was a lot that had been said on his private, then Twitter and Instagram or whatever accounts, supposedly kind of resurfaced again following the death of George Floyd. So now we're watching them get engaged. It's very sweet. I feel like from the beginning, Becca, who is so I think just a genuinely kind, good, loving, open, supports everyone and wants everyone to be happy type person, had to deal with a lot of heat because of certain things that he had said that people did not take too kindly to. So
yeah. And she came out and was pretty open, saying that their views, they were not on the same page on many things, and these are big things.
Right.
So these aren't little stepping stones to get over. Can I throw out, though, remember that the rumors came out they broke up a few weeks ago?
Yeah, this was like in June or so.
Yeah, and they said no. She didn't really say no, but she kind of poked fun at the source that said they had broke up.
Yes, when she was like, some source, excuse me.
What a source. Like, why lie? But then there's this little extra added thing. You know, the ring that she has. If you stay together for 2 years, you get to keep the ring and can sell it.
Stop it.
They weren't at 2 years when that rumor came out, but now they have hit 2 years, and now she gets to keep the ring. Coincidence?
Shane, you're like,
not.
You're literally Agatha Christie right now. I'm so proud of you.
Well, it kind of bugs me. I'm like, if that is really you just kind of like faked it to get to the 2-year mark. I don't know.
I mean, I'm into it. I would totally do it for that dandelion thing. I mean, those things are like 2 carats. Most of us, probably more.
I think
They're
it's
probably like
4
5
carats. I think I
carats.
read it's a very hefty, sizable rock. So
That's the difference. I'm like 2 carats would be massive, and it's like no, actually, it's double that. I mean, girl, I'd fake it till I made it too.
Okay, Team Becca on this one, right there.
A little bit.
All right, next in the dish. Speaking of Bachelor Nation, we got to keep this going. The upcoming season of The Bachelorette is reportedly going to feature twice as much drama. How is that possible? But in their latest promo, ABC is all about Claire. Still, take a look.
Do you think you know me?
What you want, baby, I got it.
I've been down this road before.
I'm asking.
I want respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take it TCP. Oh, a little respect. When you come home.
Okay, so that's Claire. She's back. Well,
hot.
It starts out, says when she was with Juan Pablo's season of The Bachelor. Fans are noticing, though, no Tayshia in this promo, and Claire, she falls in love right in the beginning of the season. Producers bring in Tayshia to basically restart/finish the season. They're still like all in on Claire.
I don't get
We
it.
need Tayshia. Claire's
Yeah.
gonna last for 1 episode however they plan to edit this, and then we're gonna see Tayshia. So I don't understand this.
Right, especially when there's so many spoilers already. Like, it is confirmed, essentially, that Tayshia is the Bachelorette. Why are we acting like this isn't happening?
They could have so much fun with this, like with these promos. They could poke fun at all the drama. Instead, it's like they're airing the things they plan to do.
Right.
But it doesn't really work anymore.
No.
Just hanging on to this, like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And I mean, truly, like, what was that promo? It was, come on.
So you have more respect for her now? That she kicked those roses around?
So much. I mean, she looked banging, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, cool. She dumped Juan Pablo. I didn't know any of us knew that. That was so crazy. I can't
Well, and if
believe
you
we're
watch the
promoting
season,
that.
all the women should have dumped Juan Pablo. She did what needed to happen.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And we got Andy out of it, though, so
That's true.
everything's fine. If that all just flew over your head, it's fine. We're done with Bachelor talk. Don't worry. Next in the dish,
now.
HBO Max is apparently going all in on unscripted reunion specials. There's the Friends reunion, the West Wing reunion, and now there's another one in the works. Take a look.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I whistled for a
Probably my
cab, and
favorite
when it
scene
came
of that whole movie right there. You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air. That's right, the cast from The Fresh Prince of Bel Air will reunite to celebrate their 30th anniversary. A lot of names coming at you right now. Will Smith, Tatiana Ali, Karen Parsons, Joseph Marcel, Daphne Maxwell Reed, Alfonso Ribeiro, and DJ Jazzy Jeff will all return. That's a lot of people. The special will tape in 2 weeks and debut on HBO Max around Thanksgiving. Now, these things have got to be so easy now because they just don't even have to ask them to all sit together. They're like, can you just like tune in around 10 a.m.? We'll get you a Zoom link. And
Oh, are they
sit
not
there."
even in person?
I don't know. I mean, how could they be?
A
I mean, maybe a
24-hour
really
COVID
big-
test? I don't know. But seriously, like, yeah, I don't want to watch them on Zoom talking. I don't.
Okay, I don't know that.
Can you
This
mute
is just, like, my
yourself?
guess.
Sorry, people walking through the back. We know how these work.
Right. Will, stop talking.
Who's vacuuming?
I know. No, it is true. So I think this one is cool in that we just told you about this a couple weeks ago. You remember that the new Fresh Prince, they're kind of doing a new spin on it. Well, there'll be the new dramatic twist of the updated Fresh Prince. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. It's a lot to get into. Supposedly that's happening. So this is like another carrot to dangle. Like, look at how much you loved this show. Look at how much
And he can
fun we
promote.
have.
Yeah, that's true. So there's that, the extra promotion. I don't know if I like care a whole lot about these reunions. I'd rather like read the article the next day that gives me like the highlights. Like, here's the 4 things you missed in the highlight special.
Right.
Like, good.
Do you have one that you would absolutely 100% tune into?
That's a great question.
'Kay.
Maybe like Saved by the Bell, because they had a lot of like drama, and like they were these teenagers in
Right.
stardom kind of before
That's
social
true.
media and all that. I mean, I think there was a lot going on there that we don't know about.
So you're gonna watch the new show?
No, that's not a reality show. That thing looks like garbage. I'm sorry.
It does.
Personal opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own.
I would do Sex in the City. For
Oh, yeah, that would be good,
sure.
too.
That'd be so good. You got to bring back all of the old love interests, not just Carrie, all the ladies, all their love interests. Talk about the fashion, talk about the haircuts, and then I want to see some of that real Cynthia Nixon drama.
I would definitely tune into that, and then maybe they could make up for what happened with the last Sex and the City movie.
Yeah, what was that, people?
We deserve better. Jason would agree. Next in the dish, after months of delays and uncertainty, we can all breathe a sigh of relief. It is happening. What is it, you ask? The Miss USA pageant! Yes. No? Okay, cool. Usually, though, it's held in the spring or summer, and it's been pushed back, and it will be held this year in November in Memphis at Graceland. If you want to watch, you can do so on the FYI network. The FYI network has shows like Tiny House Hunting and Man vs. Child Chef Showdown. You heard of any of these? Miss Minnesota USA Taylor Fondy will join us, by the way, on Friday. I'm sure she's pumped because here's the thing. When you get, Thursday, sorry. When you get picked to be a state title holder,
Yeah.
you have, you are upholding this persona, this figure, I mean, all the things, doing the studying, you dedicate your life to this.
Right.
Usually they have it in like May, and then you can breathe a sigh of relief, but these poor girls have been, sorry.
She's getting angry.
I'm angry, but they've been working, they have to hold on till November, and then the next pageant would theoretically be in May. I don't know how this is all gonna work out, but I mean,
I
I'm
don't
happy it's
know.
happening. They deserve it.
Okay, in Graceland? Like,
I
they're
don't-
actually going to go to Elvis's house?
Like, I don't know a lot about it, I'm gonna be honest, but is it big enough to hold like 50 women on the stage?
I've been there, and I would assume they would do it all in like the front lawn. That would
Oh,
be
this
my
is gonna
estimate.
this is gonna be so weird.
And on the FYI channel, FYI, who's dad? Like, no.
Do we own that? Is that a Fox
Please tell me we
network?
don't own
We don't
that.
know. Because Fox typically would air the pageant. I know. So
We'll be watching, people.
we'll
for
find
real.
you, FYI.
We'll find
somehow.
you. FYI, we'll be there. Still ahead, Mariah Carey is opening up about an old fling with a famous baseball player, and even if you don't watch baseball, you'll know who it is. And the song she wrote as a result of that.
Those are some good stories too. Plus, we are chatting with the star of Hunger Games, Josh Hutcherson, about how you can watch all of the Hunger Game movies for free.
And then, I'm it up with Brad and Heather Fox as they sell their house. Jason Show. We'll be right back. Masks on, masks off.
Oh,
In their house.
yeah.
I'm used to a crowd chanting, "We love you, you're the best, TV icon," whatever. This is new to me, working in complete silence. And then, check this out. I was watching Major League Baseball this past weekend, and I got an idea. Now, you may have seen this. Teams have been filling their empty stands with cardboard cutouts of fans. Check it out. See that? When I heard that idea, I thought that's not going to work, but it actually looks pretty good. People are okay with it. So I asked my crew to bring me whatever cardboard cutouts they could find in storage at our Warner Brothers studio. Just random cardboard cutouts that were hanging out in the props department. And guess what? Here's what they found. Here's what we got. We got Ruth Bader Ginsburg, all right? We have Conrad Bain, remember the dad from Different Strokes? They found a life-size 6'6" cutout of former FBI Director James Comey. And for some reason, they found 4, count them, 4 Kevin Harts.
What? Conan taking a cue from Major League Baseball and filling his audience with cardboard cutouts that are fantastic.
His
Look at
hair.
that lineup.
I know. Can we talk about his hair too, though? Like Conan's flow right now.
COVID hair.
Girl, it looks good. I wish I could get my. I'm like. Well,
No, it's a good hair day.
well,
Trust me. Next in the dish, Mariah Carey will come out with a new memoir soon. And she talked with Vulture about some of the juicy stories in the book, including a long-rumored fling with a baseball legend. So she confirmed that she and Derek Jeter had a thing while her previous marriage was nearing its end. She actually wrote 2 songs about him. Is this one of them? Oh, are you thinking of Derek? We are. The one song is called The Roof, which refers to their first kiss on his roof, and then My All, which is this one. This has the lyric, I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine.
Oh.
She told Vulture she risked her life to have a night in Puerto Rico, Derek. Wow, I'm having all sorts of visuals now.
Did she though? Did she?
Risked her life / probably had to go undercover for a little while.
Okay, but honestly, like Derek Jeter, at his prime, I'd probably risk my life in Puerto Rico too.
You're not the only one.
How about Bubba Girl?
Go, Mariah.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. This is beautiful Serenade
Oh.
by Mariah. Hey, this one though, this was a really interesting tidbit and also kind of sad. Not kind of, it was sad. Mariah talked about an interview in 2008 with Ellen when Ellen tried to get her to confirm whether or not she was pregnant. So Mariah eventually gave in and said, yep, I'm pregnant. But this is the interview right here. Then she miscarried. She says she still struggles with that interview and the aftermath. Her memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, will be released later this month. Obviously right there, handing her some champagne to toast with, which then kind of made her
She
in
knew
essence.
too what she was doing. She was trying to ask her if she was pregnant, and then when she said no or didn't really want to answer, she got the champagne, and that's just not okay with me. That gives me all sorts of no, she didn't want to do that. That was not your call, Ellen. That's her decision. And then of course, look what happened, and that's why a lot of people don't want to announce these things.
Right. Yeah, and that was my first question was, I don't remember the interview, but I mean, was
don't
she
either.
fresh on? Was it something that was new? I mean, yeah, unless you've prearranged to discuss that on the show, and these people give massive amounts of information and they're like, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this, don't look at me this way. She's come back on Ellen since then. But I think that would eat at me too. Obviously she was not blaming Ellen for the miscarriage.
Yeah.
But,
And she still didn't even say she was really upset with Ellen. She just was uncomfortable with how it went down. But I think I would be upset with Ellen. I think that's perfectly acceptable.
yeah, perfectly okay. You the queen, Mariah. Now, speaking of Mariah, she is the queen, and she's the queen of Christmas. And this year's Christmas special may be extra special. Listen to this. She's teaming up with Apple for Mariah Carey's magical Christmas special. It will debut on the heels of the 25th anniversary, my goodness, of All I Want for Christmas Is You, the greatest song of all time. The special will combine music, dancing, and animation, ? That will bring the world together.
Whoa, that's a hefty tape. Bringing the world together.
One Mariah Carey song at a time. I absolutely love this song. And I will absolutely watch this special.
Do you only listen to this at Christmas time?
I'm not gonna answer that. May or may not have been my ringtone for a while. And like
Around the holidays?
well, like I mean, it was the holidays, and then it was sad to get rid of it. So then it just like was until.
Do you leave your
like,
Christmas lights up till March too?
No, I
Okay.
don't do that. But it was one of those things that I think it was like April or May, and my phone went off, and someone was like
Really?
judging me at the doctor's office, and I was like, "Fine, girl, I'll change it." It's a good one though. Would you watch it? I mean, what is animation?
I'm not sure if I'm going to watch this. I can't really watch any appointment television anymore because my children just, like, I can never get a chance to be in front of the TV at, like, certain times of the day. But, I mean, she's really entertaining. I love this song. She did do, I don't know if it was her movie. It was
Yeah.
All I Want for Christmas, and it was a cartoon with a little girl and a dog. Did Mariah, like, have a part in that? It used
Wasn't
her
that a
song.
remake of the song?
It was about like the song. Anyway,
Yes.
that movie is horrendous. It was total, like my daughter couldn't even stick with it. She is like 5. It should have been perfect for her. It's a little girl with a dog, and no. So if it's better than that, I mean, I hope it will be.
Rave reviews from Shane Wells, everyone. Rave
Don't
reviews.
waste your money on that one. Next in the dish, Brian Austin Green. He's not giving up hope that one day Megan Fox will come back to him. This story just keeps on giving.
Never ends. The 90210 star took to Instagram Live last night and offered hope that the two could rekindle. Now, they've technically been married since 2010 and have 3 kids together, but recently split up. And she's now dating Machine Gun Kelly, the guy that looks like he might need a little bit of something in his life up there. He says, never say never on whether they get back together. At the moment, doesn't seem likely. Megan Fox and Machine Gun seem very much in love. I like how he drops the
Machine
Kelly
Gun.
on his name, like Machine Gun is his real
I forget
first
his real name. I know it. I saw it one time.
Dude, Colton?
Colton. That's right.
Colton.
Because it just wasn't what I was expecting, and I don't
No.
know what I thought it would be.
He looks like someone straight out of like a Blink-182 concert circa
Yeah. Actually,
2005.
his new song is with the guy from
That's
Blink-182.
probably why I just thought
That's
that Travis
totally.
Barker.
Yes, thank you, Travis Barker. I feel like Brian Austin Green obviously still loves her and wants her in his life, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going about this the wrong way. You know that thing where they pretend you're like not interested anymore and like over
Yeah.
it, and then they kind of, but this whole like call out over and over again, it's just pushing her like further away. Personal opinion.
I don't
really know
know.
what's going on in their heads, but
Okay, so I've done some extensive research into this.
do tell.
Jason Show research team, we couldn't pay for the graphic to come up again this
Right.
time, but just leave it to me. I looked into this. So they started dating when she was about 18. Took him a while to convince her to date him because he was 30. Dated for a while, got
believe she's that young.
engaged, broke off the engagement, got engaged again, got married, split up, filed for divorce, got back together again. Now they're separated again. I mean, it's like a painting.
But they always end up back together.
So never say never. Never say never. That's a song, right? Next in the dish, good news if you're one of the many people missing live music, not what I just did, like real live music.
Real live music. A Jason Show favorite is performing live via Zoom tonight. Take a look.
Everyone knows that they know and they know they know. Digital emotion gives me vertigo. It's hopeless, but I'm open. And maybe it's all 'cause I'm around in the crowd and back. Even though the haters wanna sing along. It's open. The motion, driving.
That is Yam House in the video for one of their latest songs, Wow. Tonight, the four guys from Hudson will be performing live in Nashville, and the concert will be streamed online. They'll also be doing a Q&A with fans. It starts at 8. You can go to yamhouse.topeka.live for more information.
Topeka.
What was your fun fact? You had a fun fact.
Oh yeah, okay, so you're watching this music video. Fun fact, the guys who shot this and then edited it, so I'm assuming also produced it, aka came up with it, are some of my old employees at my last job. Super talented, Jay and Mike, shout out. You guys did fantastic with this. They do a lot of their music videos.
Yeah, their one at the Valley
roller
Fair
coasters.
amusement park was
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Yeah, super cool. I ran into them at a Yam House concert. I was like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And they were like, well, you know, we're producing a video for them. It's like, oh, duh. This concert, actually, that we were just showing.
And Yam House, like, they're the greatest guys.
Yeah,
They're so
nice. My dad loved that concert. So very surprised. I knew he'd enjoy it, but I was like, he's not a big concert guy. He can't hear very well, you know, sometimes. And I was just like, he was, loved
They cross all ages. I
They
feel like
do.
their music is very appealing to
They
anyone
do.
and everyone.
it. Yeah, so go support them.
Do so. Still ahead, we are chatting with actor Josh Hutcherson. Every time I have to say his name, I stumble over it, so we'll see if I can get through it when I actually introduce him. How you can binge watch all of the Hunger Games movies for free. We will be right back. Hutcherson, Josh Hutcherson. Nailed it. Welcome back to the Jason Show, Tuesday edition.
Hey.
Your eyes do not deceive you. I'm Shane Wells. I'm in for Jason.
I'm Kendall Mark. I'm in for myself.
Yep.
Um,
You're you.
So we're both really excited for this next interview because we have a confession to make. Both of us were very much into Twilight. And when that was over, we were sad. But then, fear not, the Hunger Games happened. And it took our world by storm. You read the books, yeah?
Oh yeah. Like very quickly. It was all I did until I finished them.
Until I finished
Yes,
them.
kind of nerdy. Yeah. Our next guest, he's here. He starred in one of the highest grossing movie franchises of all time.
The said Hunger Games has brought in nearly $3 billion with a B dollars at the box office, and soon you'll be able to binge the entire series for free. Here's a clip.
Attention, attention, tributes. There has been a slight rule change. The previous revision, allowing for 2 victors from the same district, has been revoked. Only 1 victor may be crowned. Good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Go ahead. One of us should go home. One of us has to die. They have to have their victor.
Okay,
Still
that's
gets
a
me.
clip from The Hunger Games. By the way, it's the first movie, towards the end of the first movie, in case you're really wondering. It's starring Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson.
The Hunger Games film series is available to stream for free on Tubi, and the streaming service is owned by our parent company, Fox. Everyone, say hello to Josh Hutcherson. Hey there, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, you guys. How are you?
A little starstruck right now, gonna be honest.
I'm just a screen. I'm not even real. I'm a robot. It's not even.
It all makes sense.
Very
now.
believable robot. Yes, true,
It all
yeah.
makes sense. So, Josh, everybody knows about the Hunger Games, and if they don't, they probably live under a rock. A lot of folks want to see it, though, and honestly, it's usually hard to see. You usually can't just get it anywhere, but this weekend, that's not the case.
No, that's not the case. Yeah, this great streaming service that I've just recently started learning about called Tubi has all 4 Hunger Games for free to watch, along with like 20-something thousand other TV shows, movies, and everything. It's fantastic, and it's free. And I mentioned that it's free because it's fantastic, and vice versa. And it's just it's great. You know, I think when you make a movie, you want people to see it. And a movie like this that talks about a revolution, talks about empowering people and coming together. You know, I think that the more people see it, the better. And now more people can see it because it's free on Tubi. I don't know if I said that or not.
You mentioned it's free, right? Just kidding. Josh, what is this like for you?
Yeah.
You know, now you've been removed from the series. Now you've had time to think back over this. I mean, being in a franchise of this size and this magnitude, now what is that like for you looking back on that experience?
You know, it's interesting because when it all first happened, it was such like a whirlwind, crazy thing that was extremely overwhelming. And there was a time period right after it all kind of exploded where you just sort of wanted to crawl in a hole because it was too much. And I think now just having some years of perspective upon it, I just appreciate it so much. And, you know, not only for the experience that it was of filming the movies and working with this group of people, but for what the movies meant to people and you know, that notoriety that came along with it that at times can and still is, you know, overwhelming in ways, but to know that it has an impact on people and something that they love, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm very fortunate to have been a part of it.
Yeah, I would think you'd be really proud of that. You sort of mentioned this right off the top there, but this has really aged pretty well. So many youth now really want to get involved in taking action with whatever it might be. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that it's aged well? Did you expect that when you were part of it originally?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that drew me to the Hunger Games book series was, you know, revolution, and it was people rising up when they've been oppressed and making a difference and you know, taking a shot at those at the top. And you know, our world that we're living in today is, you know, not really better than it was when these movies first came out. So they're still relevant in that regard. And I think that young people getting involved in the democratic process, voting, being aware of what's going on, voting, you know, and local elections and everything is extremely important. I hope that we can have a revolution without it getting to the point of the Hunger Games, you know, but I think that it does inspire some belief in people to get involved. So I think it's great for that, for sure.
Sticking with the future, you've gotten into producing and directing now, and acting as well, as still doing that. What do you see for yourself as you move forward here? Is there something that you're truly drawn to right now and really interested in?
I'm really into crocheting.
Of course.
Maybe no, I'm just kidding. I've never crocheted in my life. Thought that would be funny. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I have a couple projects that I'm developing as a producer. I have a feature film I'm going to be directing. Our plan was to try to do it this year, but you know, things are kind of on hold in this industry and many industries. So just kind of waiting for things to be safe for everybody to go back to work. And then yeah, I'm in acting. I love it. I want to do it until the day that they stop hiring me, which hopefully is no time soon.
And in the meantime, while you're in lockdown, just keep that crocheting up, okay, Josh?
Yes.
Just keep it going. Keep it going.
For sure. Josh, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, huge Hunger Game fans here. So that was fun talking with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Again, all 4 Hunger Game films are available streaming. It's going to be on the Tubi site for free, Tubi app.
Does everyone know what this means?
Yes, but I wish he could have seen you do that because I don't think he could see us.
No, he couldn't. I really wanted to ask him where he was. Was that creepy? But then I was like,
A
oh,
little
that's way
bit.
too creepy.
Where's your address? Where are you right now?
Where are you? Are you at home? How do I get there? I am Katniss. Technically, we're married. All right, still ahead. A trip down memory lane as we do another throwback to the State Fair. Guys, we'll be right back. Could you come over? Let's check it out.
What's this like?
Oh, welcome back.
Jason Showtime, your favorite time of the week. And all this week, we are reminiscing about some of our favorite State Fair memories. We've made a lot of them. We're giving you all just a piece of State Fair nostalgia since, of course, the fair's not happening.
It ain't happening, people. Now, food is a big part of the State Fair, but so are the little baby animals, from horses and chickens and sheep and llamas. That's what I call llamas. You'll find almost every type of farm animal at the fair. Today, it's all about those piglets, starting with a Jason trip to the swine barn in 2016.
I saw Janet over here with a little baby pig. Hi, Janet.
Hi.
Janet, how old is the little piglet?
11 days old.
11 days? Boy or girl?
I'm not sure. I didn't see before.
You're relying on me to look? I don't know. Let me see. I think it's a girl. Oh, very.
You gotta feel his ears, her ears. They're really soft.
Oh, they
velvety
are?
soft.
Oh, they are very soft. Hi, sweetheart. That was embarrassing if it would have been a boy. Oh, Janet, we got the quiet one. Oh, look at that one. Oh, my goodness. That one doesn't like my show, I don't think, but. So our annual animal adventure ends here. This is my favorite place in the fair. The pig barn, the swine barn, and there is the largest boar. You're looking at Butch, 5 years old, 1,200 pounds. We actually learned that in the trivia game yesterday on the show. Relaxing gently, being stared at by fairgoers, and a young lady over there getting ready to Snapchat. I'm sure the boar is thrilled about that.
Oh, that is a noise you just can't get out of your head. Lovely.
That wasn't even close to the decibel they hit. Sorry, you tried though.
No, it's not. Now, Jason isn't the only one who got up and close and personal with those baby piglets. Check out what happened. I was at the Miracle, a birth building, last year at the fair.
These pigs are nursing down here, and I'll get one for you. And it may not be perfectly happy, being that we just took it away from its meal.
He's hungry?
He's hungry. There, I got to hang on to it according to our policy.
Oh, yes.
So you can.
I'm not allowed to hold it by
pet
myself because it's very squirmy.
Because if they saw this, then everyone would be so jealous of you that they wouldn't want to hold it.
She hates me.
She loves you. She loves you. This is she's disappointed that I took her away from her meal.
She's so hungry. Okay, little mama. Okay, I'll give you back. I'll give you back.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll give you back.
Look at her go. She's just like, no, girl, put me down. I gotta eat. I feel like that when I'm hungry too, but as an adult, I'm not allowed to do that. It was so loud, Shane. I thought I was murdering a piglet.
I like that you were kind of trying to give the piglet back, and he's like, no, she loves
okay.
you.
She loves you. He was so nice. I was like, no, for real, put it away. It's hurting my ears.
He was super calm. Super calm.
That piglet, not so much. I mean,
try again next year.
She ate and she was happy.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can't rip a eating child away from the mom and be like, here, hold this baby. They'll be super happy.
Make it sound like I tortured the piglet, Shane.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was that nice man. It was that nice man that did it. We will have more State Fair flashbacks throughout the rest of the week right here on the show.
Oh, man.
But first, still ahead, Kendall meets with Brad and Heather Fox. They do not scream as they sell their house. We will be right back. We love them. Sounds like an alarm.
So bad.
Quick update. We talked about Miss USA happening at Graceland. Someone just tweeted me and said there's an entertainment exhibition center across the street. So that's probably where they're going to hold the pageant, not on the front lawn of the mansion, which is what I was visualizing and didn't make a lot of sense.
I know.
So that
they also have a really good Southern food place like right down the road. They make really good cake.
They'll be good. So okay. Thank you, TC and Nell, for that. Okay, so they are familiar faces to the Jason Show and anybody who watches HGTV. Brad and Heather Fox, they starred in Stay or Sell on the network last year. They own their own real estate and design company, and they recently opened a retail store in Edina.
That is pretty cool. You went and checked it out, right?
Great,
Okay.
yeah.
Now the couple is looking to the future after very quickly selling their home. Before it goes to the new buyer, I got an inside look at their old house because I'm nosy and found out more about their plans for the future. Brad, big news. Home's not for sale anymore. It's actually sold.
It was quick. Yes, it was quick. Yep.
I can imagine that people were like, oh, their house is for sale? And
we didn't really know either. We were like, I mean, maybe people are going to care, maybe people aren't going to care, but it did go fast, yes.
I mean, that's cool for like the average Joe to be like, yeah, this is the Fox's house, right?
Yeah, we don't get too wrapped up in that. We love this home. We did this home exactly the way that we wanted to, not intending to sell. It really is exactly what we would want to do. If they appreciate that, then that means something to us too.
Because this house, when you got it, Eric and I were joking, the Google Maps version is the old version of the house.
Very different, very different. But the house is still here. It is basically like right about here was the back of the foundation. And it was a 50s ranch Rambler, just real simple rectangle. And we took this back wall off. We added onto the foundation just a bit, and then we actually took all the walls down. Then we built up, and then the garage is the same.
Okay.
And we actually added that third car garage into the footprint.
So was it just like people see on the show where you honestly were like, I didn't know that this would be
We wanted to keep as much of it as we could, and we did end up taking a few more walls down and just kind of reframing. It was really at that point just, we were hoping to keep the front wall, the side wall, and just tag onto that, but what resulted from that, when we reframed the walls, we got 9-foot ceilings. From there, once you get that foundation, that new framing, you can build this whole second story on top of it.
As someone who does this for a living, does it make you not want to do it, or does it make you want to do it more often?
This one, we got to do a lot of the things that we wanted, but there's always like, wait 2 months and all of a sudden a new idea will come and like, oh, we could have done that. And we were very happy in this home, so that really wasn't the case. But we've kind of found ourselves in a situation where people will kind of call us and they've got these opportunities with properties and they've got this house that I might want to sell, and so that's been kind of coming at us, and so that's what sort of put a bug in our ear. Our next home will for sure be the last house. We are not moving anymore, ever again.
Do we have that on tape?
Yeah.
Are we recording on this?
Right.
Not doing it again.
Never again, never again.
What is your favorite thing about this house when you were designing this whole thing?
When we started this project, Brad and I kind of took our collective knowledge of our 12 years at the time in the business and what people wanted. So I feel like I dreamt up this house for years prior. My favorite thing and the things that I will need to create in our next house is a massive pantry so that my house always looks clean, when in reality everything can hide in the pantry, and a really big mudroom. We have 4 full seasons here.
You sound so Minnesotan mom right now. You're like,
right?
I really need a big pantry and I'm gonna need
oh my
a
God.
mudroom.
Girl, I am a Minnesotan mom. Like that, yes, I am there.
That's great. Okay, the new place is gonna be a big project.
It is. I'll tell you, this is the first project we've ever done that I feel slightly overwhelmed by, and we have done houses that have been condemned by the city. So we've taken on a lot of big projects. We have a lot to figure out. We're in the planning phase now. But I'll tell you, we're both super excited, and it's fun to have a new project, and I feel confident this will be our house forever. Brad continually says we are not moving ever again. So we'll see. I think he's right.
Hopefully. You guys have been kind of teasing it on your social media that maybe a new show coming up. Any thing you can tell us here? It's just me. Nobody else is listening. It's just us girls and Eric.
We have a new 1-hour-long series coming to HGTV sometime this spring. Tentative is early October. It's going to start 8 episodes, and they'll be familiar projects. I'll tell you that.
Familiar projects.
Familiar projects, yeah.
Stay tuned, people. Familiar projects.
Somebody got the scoop.
What does that mean? Like what do you think that means? Because I have my guesses.
So my one thought was that maybe they are doing something with their Palm Springs location, because they have a home in Palm Springs that we see a lot on their
Social.
Instagram. So it's familiar, and it was a big project. But also the Midwest, like, wholesomeness of them, like, I don't want to take that away from them, because that's what makes them so lovable.
Right, and we know HG loved that it was like cold here all the time. I
Yeah,
have
they
this
sure did.
weird feeling that it's some of the projects that maybe we saw that the people didn't buy that house, but maybe they bought the house because they have their own realty company and then flipped it.
It's not their own house, right? Their new house they're flipping?
I
Could it be
don't
that?
know. It could be. That would be familiar to them.
And will be to us probably as we, because they've been slowly revealing stuff on their Instagram.
Totally.
Nice work, Kendall.
Thank you. I'm such a sleuth. Just call me Nancy Drew.
And we'll just keep it between us, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, girl. All right. We will be right back after this quick break. Excited.
Welcome back to the Jason Show, everyone. We are still talking about the foxes. We're still trying to
So
figure
much to
out
say.
what they're doing. We're just dorks like that. Hey, tell us what you think they're doing. You can do that by connecting with us on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, not TikTok. We do not have that yet, people. Just search Jason Show TV, and of course, all of our full episodes are posted on YouTube as well. You guys, we want to know what you think, because we are actually really trying to figure out what their new show is going to be all about.
And it's going to be longer. Their last one was 30 minutes. This one's an hour, which is good, because I thought it was a little rushed. But you know what? You could also let us know, too, is what things you'd like to see the foxes
do,
teach us or show us. Like, I'm really bad at decorating. I can't just walk into a place and put things together like they just do.
Like
So
this
I would
random
love
hand
tips.
she has on her coffee table. I'm like, who would have thunk?
Right? Okay, well, hopefully we'll help you with all those questions. We will be right back. They're going to do that. We'll just be there. Well, it may seem hard to believe, but this year marks 35 years since Whitney Houston released the #1 song, How Will I Know? Get this, the song was originally intended for Janet Jackson. She passed on it. What? I can't see Janet singing it. She had plenty of her own hits, so she's doing all right, but.
She's fine.
Welcome back. Now, the reason we're playing that is because Whitney is part of this year's class being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The induction ceremony had to be postponed because of, the pandemic, so a virtual ceremony will take place in November. And speaking of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, today is the 25th anniversary of the museum opening in Cleveland. And why is it in Cleveland? It was officially dedicated on September 1st of 1995. Here we go. A Cleveland DJ is credited with coming up with the term rock and roll back in the early 1950s. That would be why it's in Cleveland, because really? Cleveland? Why? You think it'd be
I
somewhere
assumed
else?
there'd be somebody from there that was big, but okay, that makes sense. Sure.
Kind of, sort of.
Sure, kind of, sort of.
I don't know. I mean, sort of.
You know what I was laughing at Whitney with her bow is I have bows like that for Karis. Like the gigantic bows are very in for children.
It's real
so
cool.
it's all, everything comes back around. It's like,
it does.
but I'm gonna keep all those headbands.
I'm really into scrunchies right now.
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of scrunchies. I don't obviously wear them here, but
Pop
I
one
have
on your wrist tomorrow.
The big ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. I feel really cool. I feel like I'm like a 90s baby all over again.
It does make you feel young again.
That's what's so nice about it. I don't know.
Okay, tomorrow on the show, we're talking live to the Potash twins about their new show on the Food Network. It's executive produced by Andrew Zimmern. So that'll be tomorrow. And we just found out one of our producers here used to be their camp counselor.
So we're gonna get the skinny, y'all.
We're gonna keep the scoop going.
Okay, and Andrew Zimmern, by the way, I love him. I do. We worked with him very briefly at my old job with the drones. We did a cookie delivery. This is also, of course, State Fair. Sweet Martha's delivered to his shop. Yeah, by drone. You showed it here, too, before I worked here. But anyway, I produced that, and oh gosh, the nicest guy. So support him. Support the Potash Twins by watching tomorrow.
Right. Lucky Cricket's still open?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
That was the most recent thing he did, so I was just kind of curious. All right, we will be back tomorrow for the Jason Show. You'll get both of us again for the rest of the week, the Shendel Show.
You didn't ask for it, but you got it, people.
See you then.